On 2nd and 7, Jackson. And he's got the hook up to McLeod. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. Touchdown! And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took out that initial contact, and in his mind just screamed, out of my way, and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And the next-gen stats, CD, it shows us he covered better than 20 yards after the initial contact was made. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he powers through the first one, but he's going to be swallowed out behind the line of scrimmage. Play action. It's Burrow. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. These two teams met in Baltimore, you might remember earlier in the year, with the Ravens winning that game. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Play action. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson will pick. And the Ravens are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, You would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And just shutting him off there. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Not sure how you feel about it, but to me, I think we're seeing it in front of our eyes. This league continues to change. Look at the moves you ordinarily get from a running back from the quarterback position.
Yeah, that's like a Le'Veon Bell type move right there, but you're exactly right. The game's kind of evolving in that way, isn't it?
Yeah, I think the quarterback is rapidly becoming an extra running back as well.
Now a man open down the middle of the field and inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. The quick feet by Jackson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you have something about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take it.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Ravens have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
Yeah, and we see this so often. There's excellent coverage downfield, so the quarterback makes a nice decision. Just flip it out to the flat and see what the running back can do. Plenty of space to roam, and he turns it into a big play.
Get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Burrow will throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 23. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Running right through it. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. These two teams matching up for the 2nd time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6, and it was the Ravens getting the road victory in that one, so now they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Baltimore. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. They can't tackle it. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Jackson on first down. Buying time to his left. And fights through one man. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a first and goal.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Play action. Now Jackson. And going to be intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something is just wrong with the ball or the wind or something is funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. He finds his man Johnson. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points on.
And he works free. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and this defense has had its share of problems getting guys to the ground. And here's another example. They never should have allowed this play to gain as many yards as it did, but poor tackling early in the play led to big yardage after the fact.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They still can't get it. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You've got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can hem him in.
Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They'll try again. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 21-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. It's Mixon on the counter. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
They go play action with Burrow. That's complete to Robinson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try waiting to the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here. And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, a second down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now Burrow. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. 20, 10, 5. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one one bit. Here's a run with Mixon. And he is not going to get through here on try number one. They stop him at the goal line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Another shot from the one on second and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he's in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Able to find Willis. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Line of scrimmage now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Into McLeod. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the Bengals will take over here at their own 12-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Got 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Here we go. Right. 80. 25. Check 11.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Into the secondary, past the 40, and all the way up to the 46. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Here we go. Here we go. Can. Stop.
They'll run on first down. Mixon, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
11.
Again, it's Mixon. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He gets this one to Johnson. They find some open field here. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 24-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. On first down, Mixon. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Burrow looking to pass. And his throw is incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Now it's Burrow. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Mixon trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Now it's Burrow. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 40. The 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on watch for the chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive. And
eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. To try again after the sack. Burrow. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's fourth down. The Bengals bring out their punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
That's in for the Ravens touchdown. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Well, for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that wound up traveling at even 58 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They'll run on first down. Mixon, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. On 2nd and 11 now. Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So they go from 142-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. To Mixon on the check down. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Khalil Mack has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Play action. It's Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bengals drive about to get going. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Dafe Oweh. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now Bengals on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and a mile. Burrow on play action. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Bilal Nichols able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And taken at the 46. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Here we go.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Going to throw deep for the end zone. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens are going to be moving on to 12-0 as they extend their lead further. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Bengals drive about to get going. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And they go play action now. Burrow. And now here's another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the captain.
This is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. 30 yards. And the Ravens stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Along Nichols in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that...
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taking it about the 1. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. The Bengals drive about to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Here's 2nd and 10.
31's the mark. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And some room to roam now. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 65 yards rushing now for the ball game on 24 carries. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Gun. Start. 180. 85.
Big offensive explosion leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Baltimore, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take